and has it teed up to start this second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Morton. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made after the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Across the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Kelly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Got his man quickly. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. They go to the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ballgame and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UConn going back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play ball. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for a man. It's Fagnano. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, UConn 14, Texas Tech 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. UConn quick to the line. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working today.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Morton. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. Touchdown, UConn. What a great play by the defense of paying it off with the interception return.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He'll try to do it himself. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. He wants to throw. Buys a little time. Going to try to get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air, it's Morton. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. The completion well past the sticks. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Clock now under 30 seconds and running. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offense is trying to make something happen. You're down later in the game, but this defense is having none of it. 2 sacks in a row.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Touchdown, Red Raider! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch